All right, no filter MMA family. This is your boy BJ back with another live stream. Want to come on? I'm not gonna be on here for long. I just wanna talk to you guys for a little bit. Talk about some things I've seen on MMA news. Jarek Stopman, what's up? The No Filter MMA family. You right? What is up? Boy, you just got me hype a little bit. What is up, Jared, man? So I see some things in the news, man. I just gotta come talk about it. BJPen.com reports that the UFC is currently discussing booking Ben Askren against submission specialist Damian fucking Maia. Holy, my brain just went. Me and the guys from One Up MMA was just talking about this. Shout out to Taylor Austin and Justin from One Up MMA. We predicted that this matchup this is a must-do matchup. Like this matchup right here, like Ben Askren versus Damian Maia. Guys, Ben Askren versus Damian Maia. Oh my God, the boa constrict. Okay, let's watch. Let's read. Let me let y'all do this. I'm gonna let y'all see this as well. So I'm not being selfish here. So y'all don't think I'm spreading fake news. So guys, this says Ben Askren, 19-1, suffered the first loss to professional middleweight and not that holding 5 seconds. Okay, we ain't talking. That's Jorge Masvidal they're talking about. Let's keep going. With that said, many fans and analysts were more than curious to see who the promotion would match Ben Askren up with next. Well, it appears we now have that answer. The ESPN's, as Ariel Wani is reporting, the UFC is discussing the former Bellator and one champion in a fight with submission ace Damian Maia. Holy shit balls. Damian Maia, 27-9, is currently riding a 2-fight win streak. His latest being over Anthony Rocco Martin at June's event in Minneapolis. Uh-oh, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm back. All right, so guys, I love a good grappling match. That's my favorite type of match. A good grappling match. When they grapple, it's just like, whoa. It's just, I love it. I love a good grappling match. As for Ben Askren, prior to being KO'd by Jorge Masvidal, Funky was coming off of a controversial submission victory over Robbie Lawler in his octagon debut. Okay, they're talking about. Okay, while Ben versus Dan is definitely a fascinating matchup, many fans hope to see Funky take on former title challenger Darren Till. Why would he take on Darren Till when he lost to Jorge Masvidal? I mean, let's be reasonable, people. Why would he fight Darren Till? Darren Till is coming off of a. Oh no, Darren Till got knocked out by Jorge Masvidal. Damn, Jorge Masvidal is just fucking the shit up. Jorge Masvidal is throwing a wrench in everything that everybody's trying to do. If it wasn't for Jorge Masvidal, we would see Darren Till versus Ben Askren. But Jorge Masvidal just done fucked all of that up. Jorge Masvidal is a goddamn savage. Fact is fact. Jorge Masvidal is a fucking savage, guys. But anyway, Damian Maia versus Ben Askren is a beautiful, 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 beautiful matchup. You know, now as far as, I mean, because the only way Ben Askren is going to win is by submission. You know what I'm saying? Like the only way Ben Askren can win a fight, no matter who he's fighting, is via submission. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't submitting Damian Maia. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you are. You are not beating. You are not submitting Damian Maia. You better develop some knockout power if you want to beat Damian Maia. You better knock him out. Damian Maia ain't going nowhere. You know, think about Damian. I wish when Damian Maia got his title shot, I wish that he would have. Let me see something real quick. Let me look up something before I say something that'll mess me up. Let me look up something real quick, guys, just to make sure I ain't. Did Damian Maia fight? Did he fight? Did he lose to Kamaru Usman? Let me look it up. He lost to Kamaru Usman. Oh no. Okay, I forgot about that. But anyways, guys, Damian Maia versus Ben Askren is a. Who do you guys see winning that fight? Like, who do you guys legit see winning a fight between Ben Askren and Damian Maia? I have to go Damian Maia about strangulation. But Damian Maia throws heavy hands too. Now, I forgot who it was that after they fought Damian Maia, they went backstage and was like, man, nobody told me that dude could hit that hard. Damian Maia can crack. Ben Askren, on the other hand, he doesn't. He can't. He can't crack it all. You know what I'm saying? Like Damian Maia got that. He got that grappler punch, that grappler power versus coupled with the old man strength. Man, Ben Askren is in for a hell of a fight. He in for a hell of a night going in there with, signing the contract to fight Damian Maia. I mean, wow. So, all right, guys. If y'all want to talk about that, y'all hit it up in the comments, and I'll go back to talking about it, but I'm going to move on right quick. I want to move on to Macy Barber. I want to move on to Macy Barber. So Macy Barber calls herself, she did a fake call out of Montana De La Rosa, Paige Van Zandt, and Mackenzie Dern. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so let's talk about this fake call out she did. So she calls out Montana De La Rosa and says, she puts this post up with that picture, whatever. I talked about this in the previous video, guys. But she said, I'll take this third turn down as a victory. Please stop the noise, Macy Barber. We all know you want to fight. We all know you want to be the youngest UFC champion. It ain't happening. You're not good. For one, I don't see you beating Mackenzie Dern. I just don't see you beating Mackenzie Dern. Like, Mackenzie Dern will maul you in that octagon, Macy Barber. You know what I'm saying? I think she beats Macy Barber on the feet. I think she beats Macy Barber grappling. That's me. That's what I think. That's how I feel. I feel like there's no avenue in which Macy Barber beats Mackenzie Dern. She was better off. Paige Van Zandt gonna run anyway. Paige Van Zandt runs from everybody, so that's normal for PVZ to turn down a fight. But when it comes to Montana De La Rosa, I mean, come on, Macy Barber. Montana De La Rosa, you know what I'm saying? She offered to fight Valentina Shevchenko when Nico pulled out. Like, Montana De La Rosa was one of the main was one of the main ones on Twitter saying, yo, I'll fight Valentina Shevchenko. So why would Montana De La Rosa turn down a fight with you, Macy Barber? I mean, come on, let's just be real. Let's be real, Macy. Let's be real, Macy Barber. You know what I'm saying? Now, honestly, a fight between Macy Barber and Montana De La Rosa will be very competitive. I feel like that fight will be very, very competitive. I feel like in the grappling portion of it, Macy Barber's a good grappler and she's a good striker. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You never know how that fight could go. I would love to see that. That would be a perfect matchup for Macy Barber. Would be Montana De La Rosa. That'd be a good matchup because if she a win over Montana De La Rosa, it says that hey, I can beat credible opponents. Having Montana De La Rosa looks good on Andrea KGB's resume. I mean, it does. A win over De La Rosa looks good on KGB's resume. So, if Macy Barber could go out there and beat Montana De La Rosa, it will look good for her. But that's a tough fight. A fight with Mackenzie Dern. I'm pretty sure Mackenzie Dern will come back at flyweight after she has this baby. After the baby, she's had the baby, but after she gets back in shape, she looks to be in pretty good shape. But I'm thinking that Macy Barber, that Mackenzie Dern will come back at flyweight when she does come back, and at flyweight that's a bigger, stronger Mackenzie Dern. I don't know, man. Mackenzie Dern go out there and start throwing bombs on Macy Barber. You never know what can happen. She can choke Macy Barber out. She can throw bombs and damn near knock Macy Barber out. So, but Macy Barber is big fucking Macy Barber is huge at flyweight. Macy Barber walked in that fight with JJ Aldridge looking like a damn bantamweight. I said, damn, look at Macy Barber. Macy Barber was damn near 135 in there when she fought JJ Aldridge. I would say JJ Aldridge was about 129, 130. But Macy Barber was damn near 135, 136, maybe even 137. And then when she fought JJ Aldridge. But the thing about Macy Barber, though, Macy Barber won't smoke. I like that. Macy Barber calling out names. She calling out Montana De La Rosa. Montana De La Rosa is making a staple in this flyweight division. She's 3-1. Paige Van Zandt is the great white hype. And Mackenzie Dern is a fucking behemoth coming in wrecking bitches in the UFC. So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Y'all, hey, guys, it's 5 of y'all in here. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button for your boy. Smash it, please. Do that for your boy. But like I'm saying, guys, man, Macy Barber, man, she won't smoke. She won't smoke. She won't smoke with everybody. And I like that. I like that about Macy Barber. Let's see. Man, I didn't even see y'all's comments, man. What's up, George Page? What's up, Jared Stockman? Usman beat him last year. Yeah, Macy calling out some smoke. Yeah, man. She is McDonald's Dern. Shut up, George Page. Jared Stockman. Macy beats who? Macy wins against who? Against Paige? I wouldn't call it a definite win over Montana. She could beat Montana De La Rosa, but I don't think she could go in there and smoke Montana. I don't think it'd be like that. And she definitely ain't smoking Mackenzie Dern. Man, we ain't even talking about George. We ain't even talking about Valentina. We ain't even talking about Valentina. Valentina and Mackenzie Dern. Nah. That's two different weight classes, bro. That's if Mackenzie Dern decides to come back. If Mackenzie Dern comes back at flyweight, she's a threat to that division, period. If she comes back at strawweight, she's already a threat at strawweight. So let's lay that out there. Mackenzie Dern is a threat to anybody. She's a threat to anybody in any of those weight classes. In flyweight or strawweight, Mackenzie Dern is a fucking threat. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But Macy Barber probably won't smoke. I mean, she probably trying to get smoked with Valentina, though. I mean, Macy Barber, she in there, dude. Like, she trying to get that clout. I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest about it. But how is she a threat? Mackenzie Dern? Dude, Mackenzie Dern how is Mackenzie Dern a threat? What kind of question is that? Are you serious? Bruh, Mackenzie Dern is a hell of a fighter. Like, people talk junk about Mackenzie Dern because she missed weight, this and that, and she's not a striker. It is what it is. But Mackenzie Dern has the best grappling. She has better grappling than anybody in the strawweight division and anybody in the flyweight division. Bruh, Ain't nobody out grappling Mackenzie Dern. Nobody is out grappling Mackenzie Dern in flyweight or strawweight. Nobody. Nobody out grappling Mackenzie Dern. I mean, that's just a fact, bro. That's a fact, George Page. G Peasy. G Peasy. Come on, G Peasy. Yeah, Joanna Young J Check, dude, bruh. She ain't out grappling Mackenzie Dern either. Ain't nobody out. Dude, JJ don't even grapple. Ain't nobody out grappling Mackenzie Dern. What? Stop. That goes for anybody. That goes for Jessica Andrade. That goes for Rose Namajunas. That goes for Tatiana. Ooh, I wouldn't say Tatiana Suarez. Ooh, okay, can't say nothing about Tatiana Suarez. I'm gonna take Tatiana Suarez out. You know, that goes for Jillian Robertson. That goes for Montana De La Rosa. That goes for Alexis Davis, and it goes for Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina Shevchenko ain't gonna get in there and roll with Mackenzie Dern. I guarantee you, Valentina gonna try to knock her out. There I go. What you mean, George? I'm speaking facts. If Mackenzie Dern was to get in there and fight, if Mackenzie Dern was to fight Valentina Shevchenko, Valentina gonna try to knock her out. She ain't gonna take the chance of Mackenzie Dern getting her to the ground. What? Let's be real. Let's be real. Ain't nobody fucking with Mackenzie Dern. But anyways, you know, ain't nobody grappling with Mackenzie Dern. Let me put it like that. Nobody fucking with Mackenzie Dern on the ground in strawweight or flyweight, period. But back to Maycee Barber, like I was saying, Maycee Barber won't smoke, and she's calling out legit contenders at flyweight and strawweight. I don't want to keep saying strawweight because I don't think Mackenzie Dern will ever go back to strawweight. I think she'll come back at flyweight. And if Mackenzie and Maycee Barber is calling out smoke, she calling it out. She wants it, and she calling out. If she was to get a win over Paige, Mackenzie, and Montana, give Maycee Barber a title shot. Damn it, I'll say it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If Mackenzie Dern comes back and Maycee Barber gets a win over Mackenzie Dern, Montana De La Rosa, and Paige Van Zandt, give her a title shot. Give Maycee Barber a title. But I don't see that happening. I don't see her beating Mackenzie Dern. And the fight with her and Montana De La Rosa is a toss-up. If Paige was to get in there with her, she beats Paige. I mean, she'll beat up Paige. Anybody gonna beat up Paige Van Zandt. Hell, Rachel Ostovich was beating up Paige. Rachel Ostovich was beating up Paige before Paige submitted her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's not hard to beat up Paige Van Zandt. These girls go in there and make it look easy. Paige Van Zandt didn't want no smoke with Montana De La Rosa. Paige Van Zandt didn't want no smoke with Jillian Robinson. Paige Van Zandt don't want no smoke with Maycee Barber. They all called her out. All of them called her out. She don't want no smoke with none of them. Is Paige Van Zandt even a real fighter? Oh, Jared, don't be talking about JJ, boy. Oh, JJ is my woman, dude. Did you see her on the Ariel Helwani show the other day? Jesus. Did you see Joanna Young J Check on Ariel Helwani's show? What a specimen. What a specimen. But yeah. But yeah, dude, Joanna versus Michelle Waterson, that's a blowout. That is a blowout. I mean, that's a blowout. She's gonna beat the brakes off of Michelle Waterson. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, but I really would have liked to have. If it was a perfect world, I would like to see Maycee Barber and Mackenzie Dern stay at strawweight and see what happens there, because there is some legit girls. Yeah, George, she's a borderline punching bag, but there's some legit contenders at 115 for Mackenzie and Maycee to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Felice Herrig, you know, Karolina Kowalkiewicz. If you go on up, Tatiana Suarez versus Mackenzie Dern. Whoo, whoo. Oh boy. Yeah, Michelle should be fighting Carla. Carla looking good lately, dude. Think about this is the thing about Carla Esparza. Carla Esparza gets beat, but Carla Esparza don't stop. She gets beat, she goes right out there her next fight and wins. Like Carla Esparza is the grinder of the 115 division. She want her belt back, yo. Carla Esparza wants her belt back, but I think the girls in the top 5 right now are just too much for Carla, especially like when if she would have beat Tatiana Suarez, then I could really say, yo, let Carla Esparza get a crack at her belt again, because think about it, that is originally Carla Esparza's belt, So yeah, Jared Beth, she was looking far. But Carla Esparza, man, like she's looking good. She's looking good. Like they robbed her in the Claudia Gadelha fight. Like Carla Esparza got robbed. Point blank period. She got robbed. Like Carla Esparza got robbed in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I wish Macy and McKenzie would both stay at 115, because I really want to see what they could do, man. What they could do against, the Rose Namajunas and the Joanna Young Jaceks and the Jessica Mackenzie Dern versus Jessica Andrade, bomb for motherfucking bomb. Wow, what a fucking fight. Who's gonna get dropped first? I mean, this is the shit I wish I could see, but doesn't look like we'll ever get to see those fights. Don't like we'll ever get to see those fights. Oh, it's always Team Joanna, bro. When it's in that division, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Team Joanna and I'm Team Tatiana. Bingo. That's it. Tatiana Suarez, Joanna Young. When I think strawweight, I think of Joanna Young Jacek and Tatiana Suarez. That's who I'm looking at. Not Nina Ansel. Claudia versus JJ. Who got the better boob job? No, I don't think Joanna. Does Joanna have a boob job? I don't know if she does or not. She should. Oh boy. Oh boy. But yeah. But let's see. Flyweight. Liz Carmouche versus Valentina Shevchenko. Let's see. I mean, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions surrounding the Joanna did. Ooh, I gotta go look. I gotta go pay attention. But dang, he made me lose my train of thought, Jared. Man, how you gonna put that in the comment section, man? How you gonna put that in the comment section like that, man? That threw me off. Oh. There's a lot of questions surrounding whether or not there's any competition for Valentina in this flyweight division. You know what I'm saying? And these girls are stepping up. Like Liz Carmouche, Jessica, they stepping up. Like these veterans are stepping up. Like, yo, let's get it. Let's get it. The bullet is taking down the bullet. The bullet is taking down the bullet. It's insane. I'm sorry. George, what you mean? The bullet is. You talking about Lucy Pudilova? Her name is the Bullet. I don't get what you mean, George. But these girls are stepping up to fight Valentina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure if Valentina blows through Liz Carmouche, that somebody's gonna be next. Somebody gonna step up and say, "Hey, yo." I think it would have been Roxanne Modafferi. If Roxanne would have won, she would have beat Jennifer Maia, but she didn't beat Jennifer Maia. The Bullet is taking down the Gorilla. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about Lucy Pudilova. I was like, Lucy Pudilova is not fighting Valentina. But who is Lucy? Lucy Pudilova fighting somebody, man. I need to look and see who it is. Lucy Pudilova. I like Lucy Pudilova. Let's see who she's fighting. I don't know. Antonina. Is it Antonina? Yes, right. That's going to be a good fucking fight. Antonina Shevchenko versus Lucy Pudilova. Hey, that's a tough fight for Antonina, yo. Like, Lucy Pudilova is not an easy fight for anybody. Like Lucy Pullover, like the bang. I just want Lucy Pullover to be a little bit smarter. Like when Lucy gets hit, don't get mad and go on a rage and try to, taking 2 or 3 punches just to land one big one. Don't do that, Lucy. You can't do that against somebody like Antonina. Come on now. But yeah, these girls are stepping up. Who is next after Liz? If Valentina beats Liz Carmouche, who is next? Who next? If Lucy put it would, like I said, it would have been Roxanne Modafferi. She would have beat Jennifer Maia, but she didn't. So would it be Jennifer Maia? Would it be Caitlin Chukagian? I mean, who gonna fight Valentina next? Caitlin Chukagian don't want to fight her. You know what I'm saying? I'd be glad when Valentina clears out this top 10, and then some of the other girls that are fighting their way up, some of the other girls that actually want to get in there and fight Valentina. I'd be glad when they make their way to the forefront, and Macy Barber, if Mackenzie Dern comes back to flyweight, Jillian Montana, you know what I'm saying? When these girls push their way up to the forefront, I would like to see, how it really shakes up then. They'll probably push Alexis Davis. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was thinking Alexis Davis as well, but Alexis Davis, man, there's so many interesting fights that can happen at 125. If Nico decides to come back down to 125, which I don't think so. I mean, it seems possible, but Nico looked big. You know what I'm saying? Like if Nico come back to 125 and shake it up a little bit, like that would really shake up the flyweight division. Nico Montano makes her return. You know what I'm saying? Because Nico can fight. I mean, that just is what it is. Nico Montano can fight. She lost that fight to Juliana Pena, but Nico Montano can fight. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all, if people can say what they want to say about Nico, she ducked Valentina. I don't care what they say. Nico Montano is a solid fighter. I mean, Nico is juicy like John Jones. Man, she ain't juicy, man. Don't listen to people when they say that she's still juicy. Nico Montano ain't juicy, man. Come on, man. She's just big. She didn't have to cut all of that weight to get to 125. Nico Montano is solid. Nah, I don't think Juliana Pena will come down. I don't think, dude, Juliana Pena is big, dude. Like, Juliana could damn near fight at featherweight. But if Juliana Pena did go back down to 125, if Juliana Pena did go down to 125, that would be interesting. If Kat Zingano went back down to 125, I don't see Kat Zingano making 125 again, though, but it'd be crazy if she did. It'd be crazy if Kat went down to 125 after fighting at 145. Kat Zingano want that cyborg smoke, though. Zingano want that smoke. Oh, yeah. Zingano want that smoke. She want all smoke. Yeah, I think so too, man. I don't think she's too old because you got people like Alexis Davis in that and Liz Carmouche in that weight class, but I feel like Kat might be too big for that weight class. I feel like Kat might be too big for 125. She used to fight at 125. She was a champion at 125. I mean, let's not forget. Now, Kat Zingano was a champion at 125. Let me fact check myself real quick. I'm pretty sure Kat Zingano was a 125-pound champ. I doubt it, George Page. Let me look. Second round. Let's see. I believe Kat. I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure Kat used to fight at 125 and stuff. But let's see what else I was talking about. Oh, UFC 240. Alicia Spencer versus Chris Cyborg. That's my main event. Kat and Bet should fight, and then she shouldn't fight no Betch Kohel. Kat's last fight at 135 was against Marion Renault, and she beat Marion. Why would she fight Betch Kohel? She should fight Macy or Leah. Actually, I think at 145, I think Leah and Macy should fight at 145. I think Macy Chasson versus Leah Letts. Leah need to run that back because Macy beat Leah on the Ultimate Fighter. So I feel like Leah needs to get that back with Macy at 145. Because at 145, I see a bigger, stronger, faster Leah Letson, man. I don't think Macy or Leah should fight at 135. And Macy killing herself to get down there. And Leah Letson is a true featherweight. You know what I'm saying? Like Leah Letson is a big girl. She's a big girl, and Leah Letson can crack. You know what I'm saying? Like Leah, I don't know. Leah got some health issues going on right now, some injuries, but I really think Leah Letson just should screw the weight cutting, man. Screw all that weight cutting. Because if you're looking at Leah Letson walking around about 150, 155. You know what I'm saying? Like Leah Letson looking big. So if I was Leah, man, I would try to build. I would do my part in trying to build that 145 division. I mean, think about the fight. If Chasson and Lesson went back up to 145, I mean, think about the matchups. You know, Chasson versus Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Spencer versus Letson. I mean, Cyborg versus either one of them. I mean, we got some good matchups at 145 if they just commit to the division. All Lee and Macy have to do is say, yo, I want to fight at 145. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this weight cut. Yeah, man, closer to 160. Yeah, dude, like Leah Lesson is big. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't see why Leah would want to cut down to 135, man. Like, fuck the 135. You know, I think the more exciting fights in women's MMA would be 145. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 145 is that's when you get to the females that can hit, man. You get to the females that can bang. You know, that's what I want to see. Yeah, man. Macy Chasson probably walk around about 160. She probably walk around about 162, about 160 as well. You know what I'm saying? Them some big girls, and they making that cut. And like, if you see, like, look at Chasson on the scale, man. Like, Aspen Ladd need to move up too. Aspen Ladd need to go back up to 145. Need to go up to 145. Chasson need to go back to 145. Letson need to go back to 145 and stay at 145. Yana Kunitskaya can fight at 145. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yana I think Yana Kunitskaya might be a true featherweight too. She's just making that cut to 135. But Yana looks good at 135 though. Yeah, Bellator's 145 division look good. Olga Rubin, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Julia Budd. You got some good. You got some good competition. You got some good competition at 145 at Bellator, man. I mean, let's just be real. Let's see. Let's look at Bellator's roster. Let's see. They don't really show they fighters like that. But they got Arlene Blinko. Marlos Conan is retired. You know what I'm saying? They got Gabby Holloway. They got some good fighters in Bellator. So, you know, Leslie Smith is now, in Bellator at featherweight. So you got some good fighters, you know what I'm saying, that can make this division interesting. Make it very interesting. But yeah, Kat Zingano versus Felicia Spencer, man. Like, woo. This fight is going to be good. A lot of people are counting out Felicia Spencer, you know what I'm saying, because she's fighting one of the greatest women's mixed martial artists of all time, Chris Cyborg, which is understandably so. I think Chris Cyborg is going to win this fight. I do. I have to think logically. I think Chris Cyborg is going to win this fight. But I feel like it's not going to be like the Yana Kunitskaya fight. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I think Felicia Spencer is actually going to go in here and make it competitive. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, Felicia Spencer is honing in her striking because she comes from a striking background. Felicia Spencer can go in here and make this fight interesting, guys. You never know what can happen. Never know what can happen. So it's interesting to see she's done against the board. A lot of people saying that, George Page. A lot of people are not giving Felicia Spencer a chance in this fight, but I feel like it's going to be more competitive than what we think. I feel like, Chris, you got to think about it, man. Even though Chris Cyborg is who she is, Chris Cyborg just came off of a devastating loss, bro. She just came off of a devastating knockout loss. She took a lot of damage in that fight against Amanda Nunes. She took a lot of damage in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And Felicia Spencer is riding high. She's got the momentum. She's coming off the biggest win in her career. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the Invicta champion. Like, Felicia Spencer coming to fight, yo. She ain't scared. I like that. That's what I like. I like that. No matter who's in front of you, you're not scared to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I was raised. It doesn't matter, George Page. That loss made up for 20 years of not losing. That loss made up for 20 years of not losing, dude. Amanda Nunes rocked her, bro. She rocked her. Rocked her. You know what I'm saying? So, Felicia Spencer might can sneak a head kick in or something. You never know. She's a good kicker. Very good kicker. And I don't know how much power she has in her hands. You haven't really seen it that much. She's thrown some good. I've seen her throw some good strikes in the UFC. In Invicta. So, but it's still not a good gauge of what kind of power Felicia Spencer has in her hands. She's got good power in her legs. Very, very good power in her legs. She throws kicks hard. I think her kicks is part of what wore down Pam Sorensen. Because her and Pam Sorensen was banging. But the kicks was really getting to Pam Sorensen, I think. What's up, Faye? Thank you for coming in, homie. She needs to defend her title before she came to the UFC. Hey, man, when the UFC, when you get that call, you get that call. Faye, what's popping, man? Jared Stockman got anything to add? I don't know what Jared popping in and out, man. He pop in, drop a comment, he gone. He'll be back in a minute. But yeah, man, I think it'll be competitive. I think, if Cyborg wins this fight, they definitely have to re-sign her and let her fight Amanda Nunes again. Like, that has to happen. Now, if Felicia Spencer wins this fight, does that mean that we see Felicia Spencer versus Amanda Nunes? If Felicia Spencer goes in here and beats Cyborg, can she beat Amanda Nunes? If Felicia Spencer can go in here and beat Cyborg, can she go in here and beat Amanda Nunes? Crazy to think about that being a possibility, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. George Page said no. George Page. Another fight I want to talk about on this card, which I've already talked about enough, is Jillian Robinson versus Sarah Froda. That's going to be a good fight. Alexis Davis versus Viviane Araújo. That's going to be a good fight. I see Alexis Davis winning this fight. But Alexis Davis needs to win this fight. If she's looking at possibly fighting next, if Valentina Shevchenko beats Liz Carmouche, Alexis Davis has to win this fight. She has to win this fight. I'm not even thinking it's possible. It might not be, George. You might be right. But Jillian Robinson is fighting Sarah Froda. Of course, Jillian Robinson is one of my favorite flyweights in the flyweight division. I love Jillian Robinson. I love everything about her style. I just love Jillian Robinson. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with a fourth submission win, if Jillian Robinson wins, it'll either be by ground and pound or submission. So if Jillian Robinson beats Sarah Froda with a fourth submission in the UFC, that will put her 4-1 in the UFC with 4 submissions. So if Jillian Robinson beats Sarah Froda, I think it's time for Jillian Robinson to fight for the title. Psych, I'm just playing. Yeah, that's what y'all wanted me to say though. No, I think Jillian Robinson should fight a top 10 opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't put her against Montana right away. I feel like Jillian should fight, somebody like not Jessica but she should fight, Chukagian. She should fight Paige. I don't even know Paige in the top 10. Let's look at the rankings. I gotta get refreshed on these rankings. Let's see. UFC women's flyweight rankings. Let's look at the women's flyweight ranking. Forgot about KKK Lee. Meth Head Murphy. You stupid, George. Boy, y'all wild for calling her Meth Head Murphy. That's funny, though. Okay, so you got you. Okay, if Jillian Robinson beats Sarah Froda, okay, it's time to put Jillian Robinson in there with, she can fight Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy is number 9. She can fight Roxanne Modafferi. Roxanne is number 8. Jennifer Maia is number 4. Andrea KKK Lee is number 6. Macy Barber is number 12. Antonina Shevchenko, no, she's number 15. Mara Romero Barella is number 10. She trains with Jillian Robinson, though, so I think that I know she was an addict, man. Shut up, George. I hear you sparking up. You know it. Joanne Calderwood, number 5. So I mean, the flyweight division is getting there. It's really getting there. I mean, look at it. Besides the champion, you got Jessica Caitlin Chukagian, Liz Carmouche, Jennifer Maia, Joanne Calderwood, Andrea Lee, Lexis Davis, Roxanne Modafferi, Lauren Murphy, Mara Romero Barella. That's in the top 10. And then if you extend to the top 15, you got number 11, Montana De La Rosa, number 12, Macy Barber, number 13, Paige Van Zandt, number 14, Poliana Botelho, number 15, Antonina Shevchenko. So you got, you know what I'm saying? You got girls that can fight in the top 15. So, a lot of people saying this flyweight division is not stacked. It's stacked. It's stacked. It's stacked. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. It is ready to go. So yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Boy, Andrea Lee jumped to number 6 after beating Montana De La Rosa. Jesus, boy, they pushing KKK Lee, and she don't even want to fight Valentina. They pushing KKK Lee, and she don't even want to fight Valentina. So who is KKK gonna fight next? Joanne Calderwood, Caitlin Chukagian. Oh, KKK versus Chukagian. That'd be a good fight. We'll see. But we'll see how it goes. Jessica comes back more. If Jessica comes back more, than like her and JoJo will face off. Jessica who? Jessica. Who is Jessica? Oh, Jessica. Oh, Jessica, I'll be back. Jessica, I'll be back. She ain't retiring, dude. Jessica, I'll be back. Most definitely. Like, she'll be back. But interesting division right now. I'm a little obsessed with this division, so yeah. Definitely a little obsessed with this division. Women's featherweight don't even have no rankings. Damn. But you got Frankie Edgar versus Max Holloway is the main event. Guys, I love Frankie Edgar. He's one of my favorites, but Frankie Edgar, he ain't beating. I don't see him beating. I don't see him beating Max Holloway. I really don't see him beating Max Holloway. I just see Max Holloway defending his belt and Frankie Edgar retiring. I don't see him beating Max Holloway. He ain't gonna beat Max Holloway the way Dustin Poirier beat him. So I mean, is that I'm ready to see that fight, but I mean, I just Max is his volume and his pressure is just too much. His accuracy is too much. And 145 is where Max Holloway belongs. And Frankie Edgar, man, I mean, he got knocked out by Brian Ortega. Not good. Yeah, Max gonna beat him down, man. Max gonna take him out of there, guys. I'm kind of debating whether or not I should do a live commentary on the main card of that fight. I think I'm gonna do a main card commentary because last time I tried to do a whole prelim and main card, and by the main card I was wore out. So I think I'm just gonna do a main card commentary. So you guys definitely be looking out for that. We'll mix it up. We'll have a good time. We'll get some of y'all in here if y'all want to come in, show your boys some love, kick it with me for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about this thing. So it is what it is. But 240 is interesting, guys. But back to what I was saying at the first part of this video, guys. Damian Maia versus Ben Askren is in the works. Guys, if they make this fight happen, man, I will probably be the happiest MMA fan in the world if I got to see Damian Maia versus Ben Askren, because I've been saying that that's a matchup that they should definitely make. If you want to put on a grappler's clinic, I mean, there's a lot of striking clinic fights that go on, like, you know what I'm saying, like JJ versus Valentino. Like, those are striking clinics. Dustin versus Max. Those are all striking clinics. Moraes versus Cejudo. It was good fights, but if you want to see a good, I just saw that, man. I just saw Weidman versus Reyes. Woof. That's a tough fight for Chris Weidman to come back on, man. Like, I mean, not to compare him to Luke Rockhold, but look what just happened to Luke Rockhold, man. Like, that's a tough fight for Chris Weidman to come back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a tough fight. But then you never know where Chris Weidman is, though. He could be better than ever. You know what I'm saying? He could be better than ever. You never know. The CD collector, you never know, man. But that's a tough fight for him to come back to. Like, tough. Also coming up, guys, is Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. I just watched an interview with Robert Whittaker, man, and guys, I mean, I know there's a lot of newly minted Israel Adesanya fans, but I mean, a healthy Robert Whittaker is a dangerous Robert Whittaker. I keep saying that, man. Like, I keep telling y'all, Robert Whittaker is, man, Kelvin Gastelum showed him how to do it at his own expense. He showed everybody this is how you beat Israel Adesanya. You got to bang with him. You can't try to be technical with him. I think it was Brad Tavares that was trying to be technical with him. I might be wrong. But you can't go in there and try to, be technical with somebody like Israel Adesanya. You got to bang him. You got to hit him. You got to earn that respect from him. You got to grapple him. You got to mix it up in there with Israel Adesanya. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone was to take, someone who can really grapple like Robert Whittaker were to take him down, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be interesting. It's going to show, what he can really do on the ground against a legit grappler. So, let's what do you guys think about that fight, man? That's a tough fight to call, but I just don't see, some of the people that Israel Adesanya has fought, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good fighter, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he fought Kelvin Gastelum, I'm like, okay, Kelvin Gastelum's a hell of a fighter, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish that we could have seen, you know what I'm saying? I hope we may still get to see him versus Paulo Costa. Because I feel like Paulo Costa is the most dangerous test for him in that. Paulo Costa is the most dangerous test for anybody in that division. Like, Paulo Costa is let's see, Gastelum could have finished him, but didn't. Poor IQ. I don't know if it was poor IQ, man, but he also took a lot of damage in that fight. Israel Adesanya was in that fight. Israel Adesanya was landing shots. Israel Adesanya was fighting him. You know what I'm saying? So he took a lot of damage and it slowed him down in that fifth round. But he could have finished Israel Adesanya. I agree with that. He could have finished him. He had him hurt multiple times in that fight. He had him hurt. And you got somebody, but hell, Kelvin Gaston was probably tired. Shit, that was a grueling fight. That was a grueling ass fight. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, y'all, hey, hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button for your boy. But Robert Whitaker, man, I'm ready. What is it? UFC 243? Like that's a while from now, but it seems like a while from now because we just not coming up on UFC 240. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see that fight. There's a lot of good fights coming up this year. I know next month we got Stipe versus DC. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And now they're talking about Askren versus Maia. Like, man, you got Carmouche versus Shevchenko. You got Shevchenko versus Podolova. You've got Andrade versus Zhang. You got Waterson versus JJ. You got Robinson versus Froda. You got Felicia Spencer versus Chris Cyborg. I mean, damn. It's looking good, y'all. You got Lawler versus Covington. You got Khabib versus Dustin. And you got Frankie versus Max. Oh my goodness, man! Like the fights that are coming up, I'm gonna be doing hella coverage on some of these fights, man, because I'm excited to see them. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm super excited. UFC 240. Let's look at some of the other fights on 240. Let's see. Hakeem Dawodu, like that guy. Let's see who else we got. Alexander Pantoja versus Davison Figueiredo. Alexander Pantoja come from the Ultimate Fighter. Let's see who else. Oh, we got Jeff Neal versus Nico Price. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Olivier Aubin Mercier. That's a good one versus Armin. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name. So it's a few exciting fights coming up on. Let's see. Coming up on UFC 240. Like I said, Alexis Davis versus Viviane Araújo. Um, yeah, Alexa Grasso versus Carla Esparza. Alexa Grasso, man, like, I mean, let's look. Alexa Grasso is like the Veronica Macedo of that division. For real, I feel like she is, man. Like, well, she beat Carolina Kowalkiewicz. She lost to Tatiana. She beat Randa Marco. She lost to Felice Herrig. So the big names, Alexa Grasso has lost. She lost the big name. Well, she won. She beat Carolina, but she lost against Suarez and she lost against Felice Herrig. She beat Heather Joe Clark. She beat Jody Escobar. Let's see. She got a win over Karina Rodriguez. She has a win over Ashley Cummins. Okay. She's got a decent record. But I feel like Carla Esparza is just too crafty, man. She's way too crafty for Alexa Grasso. Like Alexa Grasso, she panics, man. Like when she fought Tatiana Suarez, man, she panicked. Like Tatiana Suarez beat the hell out of Alexa Grasso. Tatiana. I think the worst beatings that Tatiana Suarez put on people was she put a beating on Carla Esparza and she put a beating on Alexa Grasso, man. Like those were just beatings. Those were just beatings. Let's see. Yeah, man. Tatiana Suarez, she beat up Viviane. She beat up Viviane, man. Woo, she beat up Viviane. Tatiana just beat up everybody, man. Oh man, she just beat up everybody. Tatiana Suarez. But yeah, guys, that's about all I got. Told you we're gonna be a whole lot tonight. I just wanted to get on, talk some shit. Um, catch up with y'all, see, talk a little bit of fights, especially when I seen that Maia versus Askren. I was like, woof, I got, I got to talk about that. Who you guys got winning that fight? Who is the better grappler? Tatiana would make a good flyweight. Yeah, Tatiana would make a good flyweight. I believe that too. I believe Tatiana Suarez would make a good flyweight. But I feel like Tatiana got goals right now. She got goals. She knows what she wants. And she's going to go get it. She's going to get that belt, So I'm excited to see that. See who she fights next. I think Tatiana should fight the winner of Michelle Waterson and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Which, not if Joanna wins, give her a title shot. If Joanna wins, give her a title shot. And if Michelle Waterson loses, feed her to Tatiana Suarez. If Michelle Waterson loses to Joanna Jędrzejczyk, feed her to Tatiana Suarez. Michelle Waterson been talking a whole lot of shit about Tatiana Suarez. I don't think she deserves this. I don't think she deserves that. If Joanna put a beating on Michelle Waterson, feed her to Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana Suarez would take pride in whooping Michelle Waterson's ass. I know she would. Tatiana Suarez would take pride in beating Michelle Waterson's ass. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk, JJ gonna beat Michelle Waterson's ass. That's a landslide. You know what I'm saying? That's a landslide fight. Just like Damian Maia versus Ben Askren. Waterhead needs not to fight Tatiana. She won't be worth it. I think it'll be worth it to Tatiana Suarez. I think it'll be well worth it to Tatiana Suarez because Tatiana Suarez, man, I mean, she talked a lot of junk about Tatiana Suarez. I've been in the UFC longer than Tatiana. I've done more than Tatiana. This and that. Tatiana's good. This and that, she's good, but I've been in the UFC long. Stop it. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. We'll see though, but I feel like it's a landslide with Ben Askren versus Damian Maia. I feel like Damian Maia, because Damian Maia, as crazy as this is gonna sound, guys, it's the truth. I mean, as crazy as what I'm about to say, as crazy as it sounds. Let's see. Michelle would get beat worse than Jessica Penney. George Page. Who got beat worse, man? Who got beat worse? Jessica Penney or Valerie Letourneau? Who did JJ beat the worst, man? Michelle is a ring girl and who can fight. Yep. No, he wasn't, dude. Like, he was good for the cosmetic part of the game, which is talking shit, being the quirky little guy. Like, he was good for that. But as far as the fighters and the killers over here in the UFC, it's a whole different thing. You think Jessica Man, Jessica Penney got bludgeoned in that fight, dude. And they just let it go on. I was like, stop the fight. She's done. Like, Jessica Penney is done. Let her go. Let her go home. Like she's finished. Let her get some ice on that nose, bruh. It was crazy, man. I remember watching that, like, ooh, like it got to the point where me and my boys was like, oh, till we was just silent. Like, all right, man, like, let's stop the fight. Like, stop the fight, bruh. Jeez. Nah, Ben wasn't worth trade. They didn't just trade DJ. They traded Eddie Alvarez too. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Alvarez had um Carlin and Jessica Andrade. Yeah, man. Totally. Okay, RP, what you agree with me about, man? I've been talking so much. But yeah, I just feel like, Ben Askren was good for the cosmetic part of the game. Like, the killers over here in the UFC, man, it's just it's a different ball game. Like, I mean, do people really think? The fight could have been stopped against Robbie Lawler because Robbie Lawler put his fist. Robbie Lawler's knuckles was talking to Ben Askren's brain. Like, his knuckles were talking to his brain. That's how hard Robbie Lawler was hitting Ben Askren. Like, they could have stopped that fight. Like, his knuckles were talking to Ben Askren's brain. And Ben Askren, man, like, he can't come straight out the gate and start shooting. Not in the UFC, man. You can't shoot like that, man. These guys know what you're gonna do. Everybody done seen you fight. Everybody done seen you wrestle for Arpit Singh in the building. Everybody done seen you wrestle fuck every opponent that you've ever had. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're expecting it. This is the UFC, Ben Askren. Did you not learn from Ronda Rousey? Did you not learn from Ronda Rousey that you can't be a one-trick pony? You know what I'm saying? Especially not in a big division. Now, if unless you're really good at it, like Damian Maia. But see, the thing about Ben Askren and Damian Maia, you know what I'm saying? Like, Damian Maia, he developed a striking game. Like, Damian Maia developed somewhat of a striking game. You know what I'm saying? So Damian Maia will at least attempt to strike with you. You know what I'm saying? If he like Kobe Covington, like Kobe stuffed all his takedowns and forced him to strike, but he always has that in his back pocket. Hey, if I can't get you down or whatever, I can strike. I'm capable of striking. But see, that's the thing with Ben Askren is Ben Askren is not like, he doesn't show that. He doesn't show another side to his game. Yeah, George, thank you, man. Hit that like button. Like, I just don't feel like Ben Askren has really showed much of any other part of his game. It's just been wrestle. So it leads me to think that's what sways me towards Damian Maia. You know what I'm saying? Like, Damian Maia, man, like, some people wouldn't call him well-rounded, but I mean, his jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. But Damian Maia, like I said, I forgot who it was that fought Damian Maia. But they said after the fight that person said, man, no one told me he hit that hard. Like, we all, it is what it is. It is what it is, But I feel like Damian Maia will win that fight. I feel like he would, because just based on despite all of what I just said, based on the fact that ain't nobody submitting Damian Maia. You know what I'm saying? So on that fact alone is why I say, Ben Askren loses to Damian Maia. Ben would be better off in WWE or Impact. George, stop it. I totally agree with you. Ben needs to work on his other tools. Yes, I think you're right. I think Uriah Faber. What about Uriah Faber? But yeah, man, if Ben don't develop some kind of a striking, man, like, he's gonna be. Now, I mean, because he's a good wrestler, but he's not. He's a good grappler, but he's not Damian Maia level grappler. Like, Damian Maia submitted Lyman Good without even throwing a punch. Like, that's what I sat there and watched that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, Damian Maia never even threw a punch. Like he never even threw a punch or got hit. He just he's an expert, which Ben Askren is too, expert at closing the distance. But when he closes, when Damian Maia wraps you up, man, it's not controversial like his win, like Ben Askren's win over Robbie Lawler. Like there's no ifs, there's no was he out, there's no I don't think Uriah Faber's a bantamweight. I don't think he fought Damian Maia. Damian Maia is a welterweight. Uriah Faber's a bantamweight. So I don't think it was him. It might have been him though. It might have been, I don't know. But you know, George, you done threw me off. I forgot what I was talking about. Damn it, George. What was I talking about, man? Somebody tell me in the comment section what I was talking about. Because I get on these tangents, man. Then I look down at the comments and you talking about something else, and it just derails my train altogether. What was I talking about? Somebody please tell me what I was talking about. Was I still talking about Damian Maia? Oh yeah. There's no controversy around Damian Maia's submissions. Like when he submits you, he submits you. When Damian Maia wraps you up, you're done. You're done. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's Ronda Rousey and a male version of Ronda Rousey in there with Damian Maia. You know what I'm saying? When yeah, Ben and Lawler. Yeah, ain't no that was controversial, man. That was a controversial stoppage. There was a lot of questions surrounding that stoppage. But when Damian, like I said, when Damian submits you, there are no questions. There's nothing. It is what it is. You got submitted by Damian Maia, okay. We know better than to call a controversy on that. Who you got? Cyborg versus Spencer. Man, I got Cyborg in this fight, man. I gotta be logical and pick Cyborg. I don't have a dog in the fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a huge fan of either one of them. But you know, I feel like Felicia Spencer is gonna be I feel like Felicia's gonna make it competitive. I feel like it's not gonna be a blowout. You know, this is a legit 145-pound fight. This is the first legit one. Well, besides Cyborg Nunez, this is the first legit 145. Well, yeah, 145 non-title fight. The first legit 145 non-title fight. You know what I'm saying? Because the only true featherweights up there, yes, Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, Megan Anderson, and now Felicia Spencer. You know what I'm saying? So those are like the only legit one. Oh, George Page. I don't know if he's in relation to Jerry Lawler. I have no idea. And it's not Lawyer, it's Lawler. Lawler, George. It's not Lawyer, it's Lawler, buddy. But yeah, I feel like Felicia will make it competitive. It's kind of a toss up. You know, if a lot of people are saying, Saba's gonna blow her out. She may blow her out. But I just something's telling me that this fight is gonna be competitive. Like it's gonna go. I feel like it's gonna go past the first round. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You guys got anything? You got anything y'all want me to talk about? Because I'm about to get up off of here if y'all ain't got nothing for me to talk about. I told y'all it wasn't gonna be no long stream. Just want to get on here and shoot the shit. But guys, I'm gonna be starting a I know I said this before and I've been slacking. I'm gonna start a new podcast. I'm gonna, of course, my Kayla Harrison, this opponent is definitely no, she's not a pushover, but I feel like they catering this. I feel like PFL is catering this tournament to Kayla Harrison, man. But I mean, if she has to end up fighting Sarah Kaufman, good luck, Kayla Harrison, man. Because Sarah Kaufman is a veteran. She's a veteran. Ain't nobody gonna go in there and smoke Sarah Kaufman, not at this stage in her career. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be starting a new podcast called The Lounge, guys, and it's called The Lounge. And what it's gonna be is, I have a lot of people that I know, guys, that just have a lot of really good, interesting views and perspectives and things, just about life and society and politics and religion and all types of things that I just know a lot of people that like to talk a lot of good stuff about things and have a lot of good views on things like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start this podcast, guys. I'm gonna oh no, Arpa Singh, don't count Sarah Kaufman out, bro. You better go do your research on me. Um, and I'm just gonna have guys on, guy. I'm gonna have different people on. I'm gonna try to do some in person stuff. Just have some people on and chat it up, spark up, and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I love now. Don't get me wrong. No filter MMA ain't going nowhere. No filter MMA ain't going nowhere. But I'm gonna start up the lounge, and it's gonna be kind of like a guys thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be like a guys thing. It's gonna be talking to guys. We're gonna be talking about guys stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna. I feel like it's needed. I feel like me as a black man be should do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like to talk about things like that and just to show everybody, just let it be. I'm trying to put the words together what I'm saying, guys. Just informational stuff. Just talk. It is what it is. Go live, talk about whatever. I'll have topics for each show. You know what I'm saying? Like based on whoever the person is, we'll talk about what it is that they're passionate about, their views on society, everything. So you guys be ready. Sarah is a gatekeeper. What? She's the champion. Stop it. Sarah Kaufman is the champion. I mean, Kayla Harrison might overpower her, but Sarah Kaufman knows way. Sarah Kaufman got way more tools under her belt than Kayla Harrison to win a fight. Sarah Kaufman got way more tools in the bag. Yes, life, women, and struggles. Absolutely. Yes, George, struggling in this life of being, a 29-year-old black man. That's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. It is life, women, and struggles. You damn right, George Page. You damn right. But anyways, guys, I'm getting off of here, man. It was good to come in and kick it with y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for shooting the shit. Hit that like button, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'll probably I think I'm gonna make the decision. I'm gonna go ahead and do a live for the main card of UFC 240. So, I know some of you guys watch other people's podcasts. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do, but I'm gonna be over here live. So if you want to come over and kick it with me and talk some shit, it is what it is. I'm probably gonna open up the lines, let some of you guys come on in and let you guys, if you guys want to come in and talk, if you're watching the fight, you gotta be watching the fights though, because that's what we're talking about. So but anyways, yeah, guys. So I'm out. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, guys. And I'm out.